Welcome. Find a comfortable space where you can be undisturbed. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, release the day. Let your body soften, your mind quieten. We are here in this present moment to gently release the blockages that stand between you and your desires. You are a powerful creator, and it is time to reclaim that power. Let these questions wash over you, opening new pathways within your heart and mind. Why is it so easy for me to let go of limiting beliefs? How did my mind become so open to new, empowering possibilities? Why do I feel so worthy of receiving all the good that life has to offer? Why am I so naturally aligned with the energy of abundance and joy? Why is it so simple for me to release the past and live fully in the now? How did I become so adept at recognizing and dissolving any resistance that arises? Why do I trust the universe's timing with such ease and grace? Why does letting go of control feel so liberating and peaceful? Why am I so open to receiving blessings in unexpected and wonderful ways? How did I become so magnetic to my deepest desires? Why does clarity flow to me so effortlessly? Why is it so easy for me to see the next right step on my path? Why do I feel so deserving of love, success, and happiness? How did I release the need for struggle and embrace the path of ease? Why do I trust my intuition so completely and confidently? Why am I so grateful for the lessons my past blockages have taught me? How did I become so skilled at transforming fear into excitement? Why does my energy feel so light, clear, and vibrant? Why do I naturally attract supportive people and positive circumstances? Why is my heart so open to both giving and receiving love freely? How did I learn to forgive myself and others so completely? Why is it so easy for me to release any feelings of unworthiness? Why does abundance flow to me from every direction? How did my subconscious mind so readily accept these new positive truths? Why do I feel so safe and secure as I manifest my dreams? Why am I so easily able to detach from the outcome and enjoy the journey? How did I become so attuned to the frequency of my desires? Why is it so natural for me to celebrate my progress, big and small? Why do I feel a deep sense of peace, knowing that everything is working out for my highest good? How did I become so confident in my ability to create the life I want? Why is my connection to my higher self so strong and clear? Why do I find it so simple to release the opinions and judgments of others? Why am I so capable of maintaining a high positive vibration? How did I become so good at noticing the synchronicities that guide my way? Why do I attract opportunities that are in perfect alignment with my soul's purpose? Why does my reality shift so quickly to match my new beliefs? Why do I feel so expanded and limitless in my potential? How did I release all scarcity mindsets so thoroughly? Why do I feel so energized and inspired to take aligned action? Why is it so easy for me to believe in the possibility of my dreams? Why am I so in tune with the rhythms of nature and the universe? How did I release the pressure to have it all figured out? Why do I trust that I am always guided and protected? Why does my inner world feel so peaceful and harmonious? Why is it so easy for me to let go of the need to be perfect? How did I become such a powerful and deliberate creator? Why do I feel so worthy of a life filled with ease, joy, and prosperity? Why does my heart overflow with gratitude for all that I have and all that is coming? Why do I find it so easy to maintain faith, even when I can't see the full picture? How did my manifestations begin to appear with such surprising speed and accuracy? Why am I so free from the grips of self-doubt? Why is it so easy for me to receive compliments and acknowledge my own greatness? How did I become so comfortable with receiving large sums of money? Why does my body feel so relaxed and at ease as I allow my desires to unfold? Why do I trust the unfolding of my life with such profound certainty? Why does every cell in my body vibrate with the energy of success and well-being? How did I become so magnetic to miracles? Why do I feel so connected to the infinite intelligence of the universe? Why is my path to manifesting so joyful and fulfilling? Why is it so easy for me to be patient and allow my desires the time they need to grow? How did I become so masterful at shifting my focus to what feels good? Why am I so easily able to release old stories that no longer serve me? Why does inspiration find me at the perfect moments? Why do I feel so empowered to say yes to what aligns with me and no to what doesn't? How did I release the fear of success and embrace my own light? Why do I feel so supported by the universe in every endeavor? Why is it so natural for me to think thoughts that align with my desires? Why do I find so much joy in the process of creation itself? Why am I so deserving of a life that exceeds my wildest dreams? How did my reality become a beautiful reflection of my inner world? Why do I handle challenges with such grace and wisdom? Why is it so easy for me to see the blessing in every situation? Why am I so open to receiving guidance from my dreams and intuition? How did I become so free of the need for external validation? Why do I feel so whole and complete exactly as I am? Why does my positive energy have such a beautiful ripple effect on the world around me? Why am I so confident in the value I bring to the world? Why do I attract the perfect resources and people at the perfect time? How did my life become such a testament to the power of belief? Why does it feel so good to be fully and authentically me? Why is it so effortless for me to maintain a state of gratitude? Why do I feel so at home in the energy of love and abundance? How did I learn to co-create with the universe with such synergy? Why does my life just keep getting better and better? Why am I so easily able to see evidence of my manifestations everywhere? Why do I trust that my desires are already on their way to me? Why is it so safe for me to be powerful and successful? How did my ability to manifest become so strong and reliable? Why do I feel so deeply connected to my purpose? Why does it feel so natural to expect wonderful things to happen? Why is my heart so open and my mind so clear? How did I become so aligned with my soul's highest calling? Why do I radiate such a beautiful magnetic energy? Why is it so easy for me to allow my manifestations to come to me? Why do I feel so much joy in seeing others succeed? Why am I so grateful for this beautiful journey of creation? How did I become so aware of my own creative power? Why do I now see that everything I desire is already within my reach? Why do I feel so peaceful, knowing I am the creator of my reality? Why is my life so full of magic, wonder, and answered prayers? Why is it so easy for me to let go of what no longer serves me? Why am I so open and receptive to the abundance the universe has to offer? Why do I release all limiting beliefs and fears with such ease? Why does my heart open so effortlessly to receive all my desires? Why am I so good at dissolving any resistance to my manifestations? Why is it so simple for me to trust the divine timing of my life? Why do I feel so worthy and deserving of everything I desire? Why is my energy now clear, vibrant, and aligned with my highest good? Why do I attract opportunities and solutions so naturally? Why is letting go of the past so liberating and empowering for me? Why do I find it so easy to forgive myself and others? Why is my mind becoming clearer and more focused every single day? Why do I allow myself to receive love and support so freely? Why am I so aligned with the flow of prosperity and success? Why do I release the need to control the outcome with such grace? Why am I so confident in my ability to create the life I want? Why does every cell in my body vibrate with joy and gratitude? Why do I trust my intuition to guide me perfectly? Why is it so easy for me to embrace positive change? Why am I a powerful magnet for miracles and blessings? Why do I release all self-doubt and replace it with unwavering self-belief? Why is my path to manifestation becoming clearer and more direct? Why do I feel so peaceful and secure in the present moment? Why do I allow abundance to flow to me from expected and unexpected sources? Why am I so open to receiving guidance from the universe? Why is it so easy for me to release the fear of the unknown? Why do I feel so connected to my own inner power and wisdom? Why am I so grateful for the lessons that have led me to this moment of release? Why do I embrace my creative power with such enthusiasm? Why am I so deserving of a life filled with ease, joy, and love? Why does the universe conspire to bring me everything I need at the perfect time? Why do I let go of comparison and fully embrace my unique journey? Why am I so good at recognizing and seizing divine opportunities? Why do I feel a deep sense of trust in my life's unfolding? Why is my energy field now cleansed of all negativity and resistance? Why do I attract supportive and high vibrational people into my life? Why is it so natural for me to believe in the possibility of my dreams? Why do I release any attachment to how my manifestations appear? Why am I so at peace with the process of becoming? Why does my vibration rise higher and higher with each breath I take? Why do I so easily remove any blocks to financial abundance? Why am I so open to receiving unexpected gifts and blessings? Why is my heart completely healed and ready for new experiences? Why do I trust that everything is always working out for my highest good? Why do I release all patterns of procrastination and self-sabotage? Why am I so aligned with the energy of effortless manifestation? Why do I feel so light and free, unburdened by the past? Why is my subconscious mind now fully on board with my desires? Why do I allow myself to feel good and celebrate my progress, no matter how small? Why am I so ready, willing, and able to receive all that I have asked for? Gently bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Know that you have cleared the path for your desires to flow to you. Carry this feeling of lightness and openness with you. Thank you for sharing this sacred space. If you found peace here, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more videos like this. Sending you love and light on your journey.